The trauma both my parents survived The trauma both of my parents survived was only mitigated by the fact that they were welcomed into this country, our country, and that they faced the arduous journey to safety together with their families. There is nothing more comforting to a child during times of distress than the arms of his parents. We have taken this away from over 2,300 children. There is nothing more motivating to a parent than the need of his or her child. This administration's zero-tolerance policy was counting on that. My family history, though, is not why I've been in such a state of despair over the treatment of families at the border. My heartache is due to the simple fact that I know what it is to love a child. My 18-month-old daughter gives me life. In the darkest of moments, it is the sound of her laughter, the curve of her cheek, the feeling of her embrace, and the hope for her future that gives me the courage and energy to press on. Imagining the pain I would feel if she were taken from me takes my breath away, literally. And she is older than some of the children who have been ripped from their mother's arms. Twice I've been asked the question, why should someone in central Illinois care about what's happening at the border, which is so far away? And my response is simple. It's not far away. Every time you see a tender exchange between a child and his parent, this crisis is in front of you. Every time you see a baby contentedly sitting on her mother's lap, this heartache is made manifest. Every time I feel the weight of my daughter's body in my arms, I am reminded of the burden of a mother crying out for her stolen child, the child she risked everything to save. And this story, the story of an immigrant family, is a shared story. It's not just my family's story or that of the people currently at our border. It's a story that transcends time and place. It's a story of bravery, hope, and infinite love. Bravery to face the Herculean obstacles and risk it takes to uproot a family and start anew. Hope that the world is better than living in the midst of oppression, extortion, death threats, and murders. That somewhere you can live in peace. And love of children, and the belief that giving them a chance at life is worth walking 1,000 miles in the desert, and 1,000 more if that's what it takes. We too must do whatever it takes to make things right by these families. Seeking asylum is not a crime, it is a human right. Call your representatives and senators, call them every day, call them until all of the children who have been taken from their parents are reunited. Thank you.
Thank you, Valeria, and all the work you do in our community. We so appreciate. I have the